and welcome to another round of Sports Reviews. Tonight I am reviewing Tampa Bay Buccaneers 23, New Orleans Saints 34. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers lose their first game of the Tom Brady era, and it's a bad game to lose. And it wasn't the offense's fault, and the defense wasn't bad either. It was a story of penalties, defensive mistakes, special teams mistakes, and just overall sloppiness and undisciplinedness. Yeah, that's the word, right? I guess so. But the scoring plays were as follows. Tom Brady with a quarterback sneak to score the first points of his Tampa Bay career. Alvin Kamara with a 12-yard screen pass to make it 7-7. Alvin Kamara runs it in to make it 14-7. Then a Will Lutz field goal to make it 17-7. Tom Brady throws a pick six to Janoris Jenkins to make it 24-7. Then O.J. Howard gets a touchdown from Tom Brady to make it 14-24. Then the Saints get a 17 suck-up field goal, 17-24. Then the Saints get a touchdown, Emmanuel Sanders, 31. And then a Will Lutz field goal to make it 34. And then Mike Evans gets a touchdown on his only catch of the game to make it 23-34. They missed the extra point because they go for two, and it was such a horrible play. And yes, I did count off the points because guess what? I have to make my brain work, you know? I'm not good at math, so excuse me counting up the points. You get the point. The Buccaneers made good offensive drives, had good offensive plays. Brady made amazing throws all game, especially in the second half. He made amazing throws. I don't care what you say. That was still vintage Brady. I'm putting this down on penalties and special teams mistakes. The worst thing in this game for the Buccaneers was that kickoff, return, muff, drop, whatever you want to call it. That's the worst thing because that put the Saints into short field. They scored. Of course they would. And that put the game away. And the Buccaneers defense wasn't bad either. They weren't shut down, but they weren't bend but don't break. They were good enough. They were in the middle. They weren't as good as they were last year, but they started looking better as the game went on, and then they fell apart. Which I understand because you don't have a preseason, you only have a training camp, and one of your best players is a rookie who won the job in camp, a shorter camp, which all credit to him, but it is kind of a mixed bag. This is your first true game, and teams didn't look their best tonight or today. Not any team, really. Everybody's trying to figure things out, especially when you have a quarterback in a new system. And Brady didn't look that bad. Didn't look that bad to me. I think he'll be better for the rest of the season. They needed a game like this, and if it wasn't the Saints, they probably would have won it, but they played the Saints, didn't play great, didn't play perfectly, and that bit them. They had a bad team to play in week one, as in something bad for their schedule, something bad to go against in week one when it's a new quarterback, a new system, because Jameis Winston didn't run the same system. That's for sure. A lot less quarterback runs, even though, funnily enough, Tom Brady did run in for a touchdown. Yeah, that happened. So that did happen, but it's a quarterback sneak. He's known for that. Known for that. And then the defense. Too many false start penalties. A couple of bad pass interference calls, which you could say were ticky, but they happened. I didn't think they were. I didn't see it. But hey, what can you do? If the ref calls it, they call it. And they took away the challenge because that either really slowed down the game or they just didn't care. Or the challenges, they didn't really do so well last year. So I get why they took it away. But they were there. It happened. And in very bad spots. Third downs. Had them third down. Couple of possible interceptions and pass breakups, and they get called for PI. I wouldn't say they were. A couple of them were worse than others, but come on. Come on. The refs were a little bit trash in this game, but hey, again, you can't complain. You can't blame the refs. You can't blame the refs. It is what it is there. I'm just saying that Brady didn't have a bad game. Now, did a lot of the other offensive pieces have a bad game? Yes. Evans? Yeah. Gronk? He only got targeted like 3 times. Miller was amazing. Now, Brady does have his patented slot short receiver. He has him. Miller is a beast. Now, I will say that positively. Miller is a beast. I guarantee you he's going to have a breakout season under Brady because Brady has that Edelman type of receiver, that Welker type of receiver, that Amendola type of receiver. You know, those guys. He has his Randy Moss-like receivers and Deion Branch-like receivers, and he's got his Gronk. Hell, he's got 3 good tight ends to play with and 3 good running backs. Shady McCoy, Leonard Fournette, and why did I blank? But you get my point. But the slot receiver wasn't there. Or at least we didn't think so. But Miller had a show-out game. I have to give him props because amazing. That was an amazing game by him. He worked his butt off. So, great for him. The running backs were good. Evans was nowhere to be found. Godwin was same, honestly. Brate, Howard, and Gronk, I mean, they split time, but they really weren't there. And you'd think Brady, in a situation like that, would go to Gronk a lot because they know each other. Safety valve. No, it was Miller. It was Miller. And I don't blame him because he was hot in this game, but yeah, sure. Do what you want. I mean, I'm not going to question Tom Brady. I've learned to not. I'm 20 years old. All I know is Brady is quarterback of the Patriots and now the Buccaneers. I've learned not to question him because what he says goes, what he should say goes, and he's the GOAT. And he still is. So I'm not going to question what he thinks because I don't want to. He's the best player of all time, best quarterback of all time, and he's still the best quarterback. And yes, was the game horrible for the other parts of the team? Yes. Did Brady still make good throws? Yeah, he did. He's still good. They're going to gel. They are going to gel. They are going to win 12-4. At worst. They're going to win. They needed a game like this, and I'd rather them screw up early than them screw up late. So, yeah, that's what I thought about this game. Just a shambles, but it was needed in a way, you know? It was needed in a way. So, last message, if you would like to, the Lebanon Red Cross link is in the description below. If you would like to donate, let's help make the world a better place. Let's help the people of Beirut and Lebanon after that devastating explosion a month ago. If you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Tomorrow, I'm reviewing Vancouver Whitecaps versus Montreal Impact Game 2. If Vancouver gets a result, wins or draws, that's the last one of this Canadian series, because I'm not going to talk about a game that doesn't matter to Toronto FC, because we would have clinched. If they lose, well, I have to talk about Wednesday too, don't I? Yep. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace.